What's up, guys? And it's Ryan here back with another Madden 17 video. Today's is going to be on Mutt Draft Champions, not Mutt Madden. Sorry, messing up like crazy today. But we are going to be in Madden Draft Champions. The first coach round, I didn't really notice any of them. They didn't really stick out, so I was just like, take the one in the middle and the Texans. And in Madden 17, you actually start off with an elite round, a lot different than 16. Draft Champions is a lot different than Draft Champions in 16. The game, of course, is basically the same, but drafts are way different. And the legends this year I actually don't really recognize. Right here, I'm definitely not picking up Singletary in the middle linebacker. I'm not that big of a fan of linebacker, so we're gonna go ahead and pick up the strong safety in Lamar Malloy because I did like his stats better. And then this one's an obvious pick. We're gonna go ahead and pick up Eric Berry, the cancer survivor. Props to Eric Berry. That was amazing. I hope he does well this year, as he did last year. I'm pretty sure he was pretty beast last year. And then we are going to go ahead and pick up Alexander for a middle linebacker. That round wasn't very good. And then this round, definitely no-brainer. Going to go ahead and pick up Kareem Jackson, color rush player. And you guys know I do love that secondary. And then this one, we didn't get many good players, so we're going to have to go ahead and pick up Johnson. Now, round 6, we see another secondary player. Let's get him on the squad. And then going into round 7 already, we see another secondary player, but he's not looking very good, so we're going to go ahead and take a middle linebacker. Hopefully we can move him to left or right outside linebacker when we're editing our squad. And then Carson Wentz shows up on the board. Carson Wentz is actually pretty darn beast. He's about to win the Eagles the Super Bowl, okay? I predict that the Eagles are going all the way and winning it because, I mean, none of the teams are looking pretty beast this year. Of course, I can't really say anything about the Patriots yet. Tom Brady hasn't come back yet, and Gronk isn't fully healed yet, so we can't really say about them. But in round 11, we're going to go ahead and pick up our first receiver. Usually by round 11, I already have 3 of my receivers, but I didn't see many, so I had to go ahead and pick up Jackson. And then we get Bell. Okay, Bell is coming back this week, so we're going to go ahead and see how he's going to do this week. I mean, he just came back after being suspended. Not really sure what he got suspended for. It wasn't anything like the deflate gate that old Tom Brady got suspended for. But then that round, it was between Wilson and Daniels, and I went ahead and picked up Daniels because I already had Wentz. And then round 14, we're looking at Golden Tate. I see him, and we're going to pick him up to be our second to Deshaun Jackson, or actually our first to Deshaun Jackson. And then round 15, I was really hoping for some kind of elite wide receiver, but unfortunately there were none, so I had to go ahead and get a defensive tackle. Now, straight going into the game, he's already on a 4th and 15. He's going to try and complete this. Hopefully we can stop him, and he throws it up in double coverage, so that's a no, sir. You're never going to catch that in Madden 17. So then we find a drag route wide open and Bray, and we are going to swerve to avoid that tackle and get into the end zone for the first points of the game. And then this man pauses the game. As I said in the last game, Madden 17 people really seem to be impatient. I mean, come on. He conceded the game, so that brings us into the next one, already in our second game, and he's immediately going to throw it up, and he's not going to get it. Looking pretty good for us in the secondary so far. Eric Berry breaks up that pass, and then we get the connection to your player has been lost, okay? 2 games in the bag within like 20 seconds. It's got to be some kind of record. And then we are facing the New Orleans Saints. Straight off the bat, he gets a false start, I'm pretty sure, and then he quits the game. And now already into the Super Bowl. I'm quoting that, Super Bowl of Draft Champions, okay? Like, we are going to get through one season in one episode. That's crazy. We're facing Fadeaway for Cobes. You know, that's pretty beast, man. I like that name. And then we find Woods on a drag route on 4th down to complete. We totally mess up that juke. I don't know about you guys, but I hate juking Madden 17. It's just terrible. And then we are going to luckily have Bray catch that. He jumps ahead of the ball and catches it. That could have been an interception. So now we're on a 2nd and 8 trying to get the ground game established. Probably shouldn't have juked there. Worked out okay. And we got to the 40. 8-yard gain. Looking pretty good. 3rd and inches. I didn't think he would expect me to pass it, so I'm going to go ahead and pass and hopefully he's blitzing. But he isn't, so we're just going to go ahead and hit the drag route with Woods. Woods is looking like a very good drag route receiver so far. Now on the 33. 3rd and 8. I hope we can convert here. I see B wide open. Eventually, we get to throw a dot with Wentz. Testing once right there. If it was a bad throw, it might have been intercepted. And then we see Whitlock for the touchdown on the drag route. He got a bit stuck up in the other player, but he still ended up getting that touchdown. Now, on 1st and 10 on the 25 for him, he is looking deep, and he is going to catch that. We light him up after the catch, but I mean, how did he catch that? Thought Madden 17 kind of got rid of the whole face, like, aggressive catching, but I guess it didn't completely get rid of it, okay? Now he's going to throw it up, and our Eric Berry is standing right there to pick that off. Looking pretty good, Eric Berry. He's having a great start in my mind. And then we go ahead and hit a screen, but we are going to lose about 7 yards right there. And then he is going to be on a 1st and 10. We totally mess up the tackling. By the way, he was on that 1st and 10 because there were a lot of turnovers. I'm pretty sure it was like 2 drives. We each threw turnovers. So, I didn't really show that. But now on 1st and 10, he is going to throw it to Johnson. And Johnson, I'm pretty sure that's a fullback because he's pretty slow. But he does have the strength to break a tackle, okay? That man is strong. And he gets to the 29. Now on his 1st and 10 on the 29, he is going to find a slant route open for the touchdown. That looks like Emmanuel Sanders is going to get into the end zone, make it 7-7, and then we start out on the 2nd and 10 with the 18. I'm pretty sure it took a while to get down there, so I didn't want to show you guys all the run plays for 1 yard and stuff. But we get in with a pitch on the goal line. Pitches on goal lines are pretty good, and then I do a pitch again because he doesn't seem to see how to stop it. So that puts us up 15-7. I didn't want him to get a 2-point conversion at the end of the game in case if he scores, but he does find his tight end on the 50, gain of about 25 yards, and then he's going to throw it up deep, and yes, our cornerback, I'm pretty sure Lamar Malloy, actually safety, just intercepted that, and then we did this really boring, 4 and out, so I cut that out, and then he throws it up again, and this time he's actually going to catch it. Hurry up, and he has 5 seconds left, last play of the game, and his quarterback, even worse, if it got out of bounds right there, he might have had a bit of time, but instead it hits the field goal post, which wastes all the time. So if you guys enjoyed that whole Draft Champions, series in one, whole Draft Champions record thing, not really sure what to call it, season, that's what I'll call it, a whole Draft Champion season in one episode. I'd call that pretty beast. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, thank you to Pineapple Productions for making this thumbnail. Maybe I'm doing this before he gives me a thumbnail. Not sure if he's going to make it or not. Hopefully he does. I'll leave his link in the description if he does, and I will see you guys in the next video. Probably going to be a Madden Ultimate Team episode, so go ahead and watch out for that. See you guys.